7. I've got 7 different apps just to hold my own money. This whole folder, all of it, it's just labeled money. Don't laugh.
I see it. Why are there so many little pictures in there?
They're all money apps. Chase, Chime, Cash App, Venmo, Robinhood, PayPal, and a crypto one.
7 for one person with about $3,000 to his name?
Okay, but every single one of these has a reason. Venmo's how I split rent with my roommate.
Uh-huh. And the rest of them?
Cash App's because my buddy only uses Cash App. Chime has no fees. Robinhood's where I bought the stocks. The crypto one we don't talk about.
We'll get to the crypto one. How much money is sitting in each of these right now?
I don't actually know. That's kind of the problem.
That's the whole problem. You've got money in 7 places and you can't tell me what's in any of them.
It's not that deep. It's like $40 here, $100 there.
And when's the last time you added it all up? Knew your real number?
Honestly, never. I just check whichever one and hope for the best.
I've had the same bank since 1971. One place. I can tell you what's in it right now, to the dollar. That's not me being smart. That's just me being able to see it.
Okay, but you had one option in 1971. I've got a whole app store. Everything's free and it takes 2 minutes.
Free and everywhere isn't the same as good for you. Half these do the exact same job. You just collected them.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. And honestly, I bet half of these do nothing. One of them's been quietly costing me. Let me lay it out. Hand me that pen. I'm going to do the thing you always do. I'm going to map it out.
Now we're talking. Go ahead and show me.
By the time I'm done, I bet I can get this from 7 down to 3. Watch. It's simpler than it looks. Okay. Here's the thing I never actually stop to think about. Every dollar I have is doing one of 3 jobs.
3 jobs? All right, I'm listening.
Job 1, spending money. Rent, food, gas, the stuff I need this month. That lives in a checking account. Checking's just the account you spend from. Your paycheck lands in it, and your everyday life comes back out of it. Job 2, safe money. The emergency stuff I'm not supposed to touch. That goes in savings. Savings is just where you park money you're not spending.
All right, and what's job 3?
Growing money. The long-term, don't need it for years money. That goes in a brokerage account. Brokerage is the account where you actually buy investments. Stocks, funds, the long-haul stuff you leave alone for decades.
The growing money.
Growing money. So that's the whole thing. 3 jobs. Spend, save, grow. 3 homes for it. And here's why it actually matters. When every dollar's got one clear home, you can look and know exactly what you've got. When it's in 7 places, you can't. So you guess. And when you're guessing, you overspend. Every single time.
You can't manage what you can't see. In a house, every outlet's got a job. You don't run the fridge and the furnace and the lights all off one cord.
Right, that makes sense.
But you don't put in 40 outlets you never plug a thing into either. Right number, each doing one job. It sounds to me like you've got 3 jobs and 7 outlets.
I've got 3 jobs and 7 outlets? Yeah, that's exactly what I've got.
Now, that savings one. Job 2. What's it paying you?
Well, what do you mean paying me?
Interest. The bank's supposed to pay you a little something for holding your money. What's the number?
Let me look. It says 0.01%.
0.01? Say you've got 5,000 in there. You know what 0.01% earns you in a year?
No idea. Go ahead, tell me.
About 50 cents. $5,000 sitting there a whole year earns you 2/4.
That can't be right. 50 cents? On $5,000? Okay, hold on. This is the part I actually didn't know until recently. There's a thing called a high-yield savings account. HYSA?
Oh, what now? Say that one again for me.
High-yield savings. Same idea as regular savings. Safe, government insured. You can pull the money out anytime. It just pays way more interest. The good ones online right now are paying around 4%.
4% versus your 0.01.
Same $5,000. And mine, 50 cents a year. And a high-yield one at 4%. That's $200 a year.
For moving it once.
For moving it once and never touching it again. Rates move around. 4% might be 3% next year. But the gap between the big bank and the high-yield one has been there for years.
So you've been leaving $200 on the table to keep your money somewhere you can't even find it.
And $200 a year isn't even the whole story. That $200 earns its own interest the next year and the year after. It stacks up on itself.
The money makes money. Slow, but it's real.
And the grow money, job 3, that's a whole different animal. That's the index fund stuff we got into last time. I'm not going to redo the whole thing here. But here's why it's a separate job. Your savings, even the high-yield one at 4%, is basically treading water. It keeps up with prices roughly, safe and even.
And even isn't the same as a hit.
Exactly. The grow account is the only one whose whole job is to get you ahead, to outrun inflation, that slow creep where everything costs a little more every year. No guarantees, and it bounces around year to year, but over decades, that's the job it's built for. A savings account just isn't.
So why not throw it all in the grow one then and skip the rest?
Because it goes up and down. Some springs the market drops 20%. It happens. Now, if that's your rent money the month it drops, you're stuck. You sell at the worst possible time. If it's money you don't need for 20 years, you don't even care. You just wait it out.
Right tool, right job. You don't dig a hole with a hammer.
And it's not just the savings account either. Look at this mess. 40 in Venmo, 30 in Cash App, 100 something in PayPal, whatever's in the crypto one. None of it's doing a single thing. It's just scattered in little piles I forget even exist. Oh, and the crypto one, since we're here. I put $80 in it about a year ago. Want to guess what it's worth now?
Do I want to guess, or do I already know?
$31? So I guess that one does have a job. Losing money.
How much your figure's floating around in there, doing nothing for you?
Maybe $300-400 across all of them? And honestly, I don't know. That right there is the whole problem. I don't know. Real quick, next time, my company offered me a 4% match on my 401k, and I had no clue what that even meant. It turns out I was about to walk right past free money.
Free money? And he almost left it sitting on the table. All right, push back on me. There's got to be a reason people spread it out.
There is, actually. 2 real ones. First, Some people keep separate accounts on purpose. A vacation fund, a car fund, an emergency fund, all separate so they don't spend the wrong one by accident.
That's not dumb, actually. That's a system.
Right, but here's the thing. You can do that inside one high-yield account now. Most of them let you make little labeled buckets.
Same one account, 5 goals. You don't need 5 different apps for it.
Okay, what's the second reason?
Safety. There's a rule. The government insures your bank money up to $250,000 per bank. It's called being FDIC-insured.
So if the bank ever goes under, you don't lose your money.
Some people spread it across banks to stay under that limit.
And do you have $250,000?
Pops, I have $3,000.
That's not your problem yet. That's a rich person problem. You get there, you call me. We'll spread it out.
So for me right now, 7 apps isn't safety. It's just mess.
It's just mess. Now you're getting it. Any other reason a fellow'd keep all that clutter?
Yeah, honestly, the biggest real one. Switching's a pain. My paycheck's set to land in the Chase one. My rent auto pays out of it. Redoing all that is annoying, so people just don't.
So don't redo all of it. What's the one move that's actually worth it?
Opening the high-yield account and moving the savings into it, that's the one. Leave the paycheck where it lands.
One move, not a whole weekend.
You want to know the actual moment this got real for me?
Go on. I'm listening.
About 2 months ago, I got hit with an overdraft fee. $35. An overdraft fee is when you spend money that isn't in the account, and the bank charges you for coming up short.
So you didn't have the money?
No, that's the stupid part. I had the money. I'd moved it into the Chime one a few days before and completely forgot. So my card got declined at the counter in front of people, and the fee hit on money I actually had, just in the wrong pocket.
$35? Because you couldn't find your own money?
$35 to be told I couldn't spend money I already had. And I stood there feeling broke. That's the part that got me. I wasn't broke. I just couldn't see it. And that made me feel broke.
That right there, that feeling. That's the real cost of the 7 apps. It was never really about the interest.
No, it was about never actually knowing where I stood.
60 years I've been able to answer one question any second you ask me. How much have I got? You couldn't answer it at all.
Okay, so here's how I'd actually think about cleaning it up. I'm not telling you which bank, just the thinking.
Go ahead. Walk me through it.
Step 0. Before anything else, sit down one time and write down every account and what's in it. Add it up, get your real number.
You do that, half the apps fall away on their own. You see the $40 doing nothing, you go get it.
1. Figure out the 3 jobs. Spending, saving, growing. That's the whole map right there. 2. 1 home for each. 1 checking to spend from. 1 savings, a high yield one for the safe money. 1 brokerage for the long-term money.
3 homes, 3 jobs.
And that brokerage, the grow account, you treat it totally different from the other 2. You don't touch it, you feed it a little, you leave it, and you let the years do the heavy lifting. Checking you watch every week, savings you check now and then, the brokerage you set up once, and then honestly, the move is to mostly forget it's even there.
The account you leave alone is the one that gets big. Funny how that works.
And that's the account that actually builds real wealth over the long haul. Slow, boring, left completely alone. The other two just keep your life running week to week. They never really grow. They just move money through.
Spending money and safe money keep you afloat. The grow money is the only one that ever makes you comfortable. Slowly.
3. The Venmos and Cash Apps, keep one if you actually use it. But treat it like a wallet, not a bank. Don't let real money sleep in there.
And 4, the duplicates you forgot about. Move the money out and close them. Or at least stop feeding them. And one thing that actually makes it stick, once the high yield account's open, automate it. Set a little bit to move from checking into it on payday on its own.
Pay the savings first before you can spend it. That's the oldest trick there is. I used to do it with an envelope on the first of the month. You don't have to do it all tonight.
No, but I could open the high yield account tonight. That one's 20 minutes and $200 a year. That one I'm actually doing. I'll be straight with you, though. I'm not going to promise I'll delete all 7 by Friday. I've said stuff like that before and not followed through.
First honest thing you've said about that phone all night.
I know myself. I'll get the savings moved, because that one's real money and it made me mad. The rest will take a while. Maybe I never fully get down to 1.
7-3 is the whole win. Nobody's asking you to be me. I'm an old man with one bank and a flip phone in the truck.
You still keep the flip phone in the truck?
Works just fine. Never dropped a call yet. Money's got 3 jobs, not 7 apps.
So that's the cleanup. 3 jobs, 3 homes, and go wake up your savings account tonight. Next up, the free money I almost missed. My company said 4% match. I ignored it for a whole year. And Pops had to explain what a 401k even is.
Subscribe so you don't leave yours sitting there too. Skipping the match is like turning down a raise.